Hello YouTube, I'm Prepper Princess. Before we get started, I want to throw out a warning to some people because this was posted on our community board. If you sell online, there's something that you need to look out for. So this is fake, okay? I've used these in the past for examples in my videos. This is play money. You can buy it for like, I don't know, $5 for a fake $10,000, right? Now you can tell it's fake because it's got this pink stuff on it, but the play money, this is purchased years ago. The new play money looks totally real. This is not on it. The only way that you can tell is that on the back, there's gonna be something in the corner that says like playmoney.com or something like that. This one doesn't say that, but see how it's fake here too? But it'll say like playmoney.com. If you're selling online and you're only accepting cash, make sure to check that the money is real because they look so real now that people are getting screwed over. Somebody in our town recently sold 2 iPhones for $800 and they were given fake money and they didn't know it until it was too late. So, and it even has the little thing. So just make sure, keep in mind. So I do want to talk to you guys briefly about a couple of things. I do think that within my lifetime, and I even think it's going to be at the end of this year or the beginning of next year, that we're probably going to be in an extreme recession or a Great Depression. So much so that either gasoline will be unavailable or unaffordable. I always talk about, and energy could possibly go to the unaffordable level. I'm hoping this isn't the case, but it's possible. If you take a look at Argentina and their hyperinflation, it's been 211% for a couple of years. And the president there in Argentina is basically, the government there has been misspending for decades, and he's taking the hit, saying, and he's being totally honest with his people, saying it's going to be hard. We're going through hardship. Everything's stopping. No more welfare, no more subsidies, nothing. We just don't have the money to help anymore, and we have to get things back on track. And that goes and makes me think about my getting out of debt days, where a really tight-fisted pinch, a real no money thing for a year and a half has led to the last 20 plus years being extremely abundant for me. But that's not really, it has to do with this video a little bit. So on here I do product reviews of solar generators and e-bikes. I think that they're very important because it's not about the grid going down necessarily. It could be, but it's more about you can't afford your bill anymore. Like the money is so hyperinflated and worthless that you can't pay the bill anymore. So you're gonna need electricity somehow, okay? When it comes to the e-bikes, I think that they're very important for so many reasons. For starters, they're a blast, but if the gas stations are closed, and you have a solar generator and you're able to charge your e-bike. E-bikes can go, there's some out there that go up to 200 miles on a single charge. And if they have a basket on the front, you can bring a solar generator with you and you can ride 200 miles in one direction and then hang out for like a day and then ride the 200 miles back if you don't have money for gas or gas is too expensive or unavailable, okay? A lot of people ask me, what's my favorite e-bike? It's really hard for me to say that just because what I like, not everybody likes. For instance, my neighbor in Arizona and I are friends, and she started riding e-bikes because of me. She lives in Los Angeles, not near the fires or anything, but she lives in Beverly Hills, and yeah, I know, Arizona, Beverly Hills. She has 2 houses. Anyway, and I was doing my first e-bike product review in Arizona, and she wanted to go for a ride, so I let her go for a ride. She got hooked. And then she bought a couple of e-bikes in LA and found out that for her to commute to work in Beverly Hills was faster on an e-bike than it was in a car, and she didn't have to pay tolls or parking. So it was cheaper. But she has a car, so that's not an issue. But she likes a really smooth, like slow incline speed. Me, I come from a background of dirt bikes, so I like Speedy Gonzalez, like just like you push the gas and it pushes you back and you have to hang on for dear life. I like zippy, super zippy and rough. I like to feel every bump, and a lot of people don't like that, but I do. So I can tell you what my favorites are, but it might not be something that you like. Now I have 6 e-bikes and trikes behind me. All of them I have for a specific reason. For starters, these 3 bikes are all for sale, and I have them on my Facebook Marketplace. But here's the problem that we're coming across right now, is that because the economy has slowed down, people are not willing to pay even half price. So if I have this blue bike, the Uniro eTorque, is $1,600 new, and I have it listed for $500 with nobody interested. So it's actually better for me just to keep it than it is to sell it. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to tell you why I have all these e-bikes, because I've done reviews of probably 40 e-bikes and I'm down to 6. But I'm going to show you each one, why I like them, and what's good and bad about them. Okay? Let's start with doing this. Okay. For starters, we have the Addmotor. It has a banana seat. It is like the coolest thing to look at. Like seriously, it's got the cool paint job, multicolors, vintage looking. I love that. Okay. Here's the good part about it, is that it's got a really long seat and it's got these little foot pegs, so you can carry 2 people. So it has like a 400-pound weight limit, so you can have 2 adults on this bike. The bad things about it: number 1, it only goes 18 miles an hour, so it's not super fast. The second thing, no carrying capacity other than people. So there's not even a place on the front handlebars where you have the ability to put a basket. Same with the back. You can't put a basket on it. So I mostly use this, not mostly, I use this to go to farmers markets so people will talk to me, because it is a conversation starter. It really is. So I love that, love it for that. So this is the Uniro eTorque, and it matches my trailer, which is one of the reasons I've kept it so long. Matching colors, looks real cool. It's also very discreet. So people worry a lot about having your e-bike stolen. Well, number 1, get a bike lock, use common sense. But most people don't even look at it as an e-bike, and it kind of looks like an old lady bike. Kind of. Another thing is it only goes 18 miles an hour, and the trailer has a 15-mile-per-hour limit on it. So it kind of keeps me from speeding so that my trailer doesn't fall over and then knock me over in the process. Okay, next. Okay, next is the Troxus, which is a cargo e-bike. Okay, nice big view right there. Okay, see the nice big basket? So when I want to go foraging, I can just put a little towel or basket or whatever in here, and I can go foraging. Second best thing. It's got these floorboards that go down, and you can carry another person on it. Like, this is the carrier seat, this is the normal seat. Also has like a 400-pound weight limit, so you can carry 2 adults on it. They say you're not supposed to have 2 adults on it, but I've done it and it doesn't do anything wrong. The one bad thing, 20-mile-an-hour limit, but it's really cool. It's like having an SUV instead of an economy car. Okay, the next one is the Ebike Bona. Okay, so the Ebike Bona, I love it. It's foldable. So this is the only e-bike, foldable e-bike, that has ever fit in my car. I have a Toyota Camry, a normal car. It's the only one. The other ones say that you can fit them in the car, but they don't fit. They don't fit. So this one fits. And this is the super zippy, super feel everything bumpy ride that I was talking about. So this is my off-road e-bike. This is the one I take out to ride the trails. If I wanted to, I can put a basket on the front, but I don't want it for, this is just like a one-person e-bike, super zippy, out on the dirt trails, riding jumps and everything. And it is super inexpensive. I think they're like $500 or $600 brand new, and it goes 25 miles an hour. It's one of the two fastest ones I have. Okay, the next one. Okay, this is the Emojo Bull Pro or Bison Pro. Okay, this is the Cadillac. This is a trike. It's got the storage on the back. Okay, so this is one of those ones that I was talking about where it's got that slow, steady, comfortable incline with like really good shocks so you don't feel any bumps. I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought I would love trikes. I'm not a trike fan. I like two wheels. I also have tried scooters. I have one scooter that nobody's buying. It's $1,100. I've got it for sale for $600. Nobody's buying. Okay, so yeah, the Emojo is also an SUV. For foraging, nothing beats this one with the basket on the back. It's a huge basket, and there's also a basket on the front. So and you guys have seen my foraging videos where I have filled it up to the brim. This one gets a lot of looks too, typically from the elderly folks. They seem to love it. But I'm gonna be honest with you, when it comes to trikes, people think that trikes are gonna be so much safer, and they're not. So this one is fast. It goes like 28 miles per hour. Let me say this, I do not recommend, the only time you should be going full speed on a trike is if you are on an open road with no bumps, no sidewalks, no cars. Because these, like any trike, you have to make a super wide turn or you're gonna go up on two wheels and you're gonna fall over. So I don't think any trike should go above 15 miles an hour, to be honest with you. Another thing is that you forget that there's two wheels in the back. And if there's a small space, ask me how I know. If there's a small space between a curb and a crosswalk pole that you push the button on, those big metal poles that are attached to the street lights, you forget that you have two wheels in the back and that it's wide. And you're gonna go over the handlebars. Don't ask me how I know. I just know this is gonna happen. So I'm much more of a two-wheeled bike person. People think that the trike's gonna be safer. It's not. It's actually much more dangerous. But if you're gonna get a trike, go with the Emojo Bison Pro, because this thing is smooth, it's fast, it has a long battery life, so far distance. It can go on-road, it can go off-road. Great. The last one that I have, actually, I made the YouTube video. I did the product review. It's a Mooncool. It's a trike. Here we go. It's a trike. And the only reason I have it is because I can't list it for sale, because this chain right here, the motor chain, which you can't see that I'm tugging on, but there's a motor chain down there. It's way too long. And right after I made the video, the chain started, like the links are not connecting, and it starts going clunk, 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 clunk. So I have to go and get it repaired, because, or I might be able to take the chain off, I don't know. I've been too busy with other things to worry about it. And since none of the other e-bikes are selling, it's not really a priority for me. So it's not rideable as it is. And I let the company know about it, and there's nothing they can do. They're in China, so all they can do is send me a new $10 chain, and then I would have to take it apart and put it on anyway. So it's a whole new thing. All right, folks, so that is my video as to my favorite e-bikes. Now, if I could only choose one, which is not the case, I'm gonna at least keep these three, okay? But if I could only choose one, only one, it would be the High Peak Bona. 25 miles an hour, super zippy, super fast, on-road, off-road, fits in my car. If it's just me and I'm not taking anybody else out, I'm not going out with my nieces and nephews, I'm not bringing friends, and it's just me, I always take the High Peak Bona. This is not a sponsored video, so I'm not going to leave any links in the description box. But just look up High Peak Bona. They're like $500 or $600. If that's the one, if that's what you want, then like you want off-road and fast and zippy and all that stuff, go with that. But also keep in mind that the High Peak Bona, I would recommend 2 very heavy chains with master locks, because just by the way it looks, it's the e-bike I have that the most people would want to steal. Just saying. All right, folks. Douche Cam's what you got. Pepper Princess out.